I think I should win Miss Universe because it's not just a crown that I would put on my head and a sash that I'm carrying anywhere in the world, but it's because I am radiating that story. I am showing light to those people who could not be seen and heard. It's important that we give them an authentic, a real woman that knows what reality is happening and is not afraid to show who she really is. And that is a story that, of course, not just being as a queen, but of course the advocacy that you want to put out there, that you're willing to support not just anyone, but the whole universe.
Chelsea, can you walk us through how you prepared for Miss Universe 2024 pageant?
Well, there's so many preparations, of course, prior to Miss Universe. It is through constant meeting with the organization, having that support system from my mom and my dad, and fitting the gown. Fittings and pasarela trainings, makeup trainings. Because I'm so excited. I know everyone is excited too. So they just have to wait and see what it is that I have to show in Miss Universe.
Of course, every PH representative has their own pasarela name, diba? And how about you? What will you call your walk, and what is it? What is the inspiration behind it?
There's not there's no specific name yet that I will be doing for Miss Universe. So I hope they can help me name that. But before that, there was a Tampisa walk, and that is because since I was a little girl, I thought I'd love playing in water. So naalala ko, para lang ako nag-glide sa tubig. That's why I named it Tampisa walk.
How about for your national costume? Can you share us some glimpse on what's the inspiration of it, or who are the designer of it?
The designer will be Manny Halasan, but collaborative workshop from different designer. And the hint siguro that I can just only share is that it's very traditional, very, very Filipino siya.
When it comes to your question and answer portion naman, what social issues or subjects are you focusing?
Siyempre, kailangan prepared ka sa lahat ng issues. It's not just one issues. There's so many topics that Miss Universe can throw at you. But the most important thing is that when you answer social issues or questions like that, it is because you are relatable. You know what you're talking about. You're not stepping on any other people's toes. But rather than influencing, you are having that voice to really tell them the reality. What is the reality that is happening right now? So that people wouldn't just think that, oh, this is just a pageant question, and then they're expecting that you're answering on a pageant answer. But it's important that you tell them a story of what is really happening so that it can be more impactful.
Yes, and as a Chelsea Manalo, what story do you want to tell to the universe, or primarily your advocacy?
I think what I want them to hear is how important it is for one person to have such a support system. We have so many here in the Philippines that have a lot of dreams, especially the youth, the kids. And if there is not one person that can help and sustain them in their dreams, it will be lost. Kids can sometimes get lost in this area. So if I can be that woman, kahit isang tao lang, it will go a long way. So of course, with the advocacy that I am supporting with the youth in their education and supporting the indigenous people, and at the same time the families and kids have left behind of overseas Filipino workers, then I want to be that person. It's so important that with such a small support system, it can go a long way.
Can you share some advice for those aspiring beauty queens, especially women of color? Can you share some advice to them on how they will boost their confidence, especially yung standard ng beauty pageants natin here in the country is more on like, diba, Western life?
Yeah, well, I think woman in itself doesn't have to be a woman of color, but of course, if there is someone who is looking at me and can relate to me, because she has to go through so many like bullyings or challenges or anything that happened in her life, then I want her to look at me because of what happened in my story. The story of trials that made her become a triumphant woman. That shows enough that your dreams are not on hold, it's not on pause, but it is much stronger when you're experiencing this, because it is what will make you stronger. It will what makes you become more ready and prepared when you finally achieve that dream. We can be late sometimes for these dreams, but again, we'll always be on time. Just remain kind, remain humble with the people around you, because you don't know who you're talking to might be that person that can help you achieve your dreams. It may not be a parent, but it can be a friend. It can be a photographer, it can be a makeup artist, because I had that. I know I had my mom and my dad as my support system in achieving my goals. Right now, I just wanted to remain yourself, or just be yourself. Be hungry for your dreams, and tell your story. Don't be afraid to stick to your core. Be authentic at the same time.